Hey guys, it's Mike Chen here in Las Vegas. I haven't done a Las Vegas hotel food review video in a while. If you want to check out all the previous ones, I'll link them in the description box below. And today I am here at the new Fontainebleau Hotel. The last time I was in Las Vegas, I had dinner at a restaurant here, and this place is really impressive. First of all, it's beautiful, it's modern, it's new. So I wanted to come back for a couple days and dive into all the food offerings they have in this hotel. So they call this their gold room. So it's a basic king size room with a fantastic view of the strip and the sphere, and everything here is modern. All the switches for the lights, the drapes, the TV. Inside the closet, you got the robe, there's slippers. The bathroom has a beautiful giant shower. This is definitely the most modern hotel room I've ever been in Las Vegas. Everything's of course so new and also spotless. So this area is the promenade. I think because Fontainebleau is from Miami, all these restaurants are Miami-based restaurants. And this one, I waited hours for this in Miami. Miami Slice, definitely gonna go try it here. Nona's homemade sandwiches. There's a sushi place in this food court that's supposed to be really popular, Bar Ito. And dinner tonight is gonna be right here at Chyna Club. So this is a really interesting restaurant. The interior looks like you're walking into like an old style Shanghai Chinese living room. There's books on the shelves, and there's a 3-course prefix menu for the night. So you get to choose your appetizer, your entree, your dessert, and everything looks really, really good. So for the appetizer, there's salt and pepper squid, oxtail soup, there's prawn pea shoe dumplings, and crispy duck salad. I think I'm gonna go for the crispy duck salad because that salad uses their crispy Peking duck that they serve as a typical menu item. So I really wanna try their Peking duck, and gotta get some dumplings. Appetizer 1, prawn pea shoe dumpling. And there's 3 types of dipping sauce. Soy sauce, I think some chilies with fermented beans. That's gonna be good. Oh, this is a really shrimpy dumpling. There is a giant shrimp in this dumpling. The wrapper is nice and bouncy and mochi. It's perfectly steamed. Of course, you can see the pea shoots in this dumpling as well. I've had dim sum in such a long time, and being able to eat dim sum for dinner, there's something special about that. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking good. It's so juicy as well. You can see all that shrimp glistening, got the nice crunch from the pea shoots with such a sweet, explosive shrimp flavor. That's freaking delicious. My duck salad just got here as well. You see some shallots, pine nuts, some greens, and here is the crispy duck. All right. Wow. Okay, Ashley, this is a huge salad. This is awesome. This salad is one of the greatest salads I've ever put in my mouth. It's so hot outside. This thing is delightfully refreshing. You got the slight bitterness from the greens, which blends so well with that fatty, juicy Peking duck. Also, the mirin dressing has got a nice vinegary kick as well, and occasionally you'll bite into a fatty pine nut. This is the ultimate fusion salad. 10 out of 10. This is not just a 10 out of 10 in the salad world. This is an absolute 10 out of 10 dish. Oh my gosh, that's so good. My first entree just arrived. This is the black pepper beef. The steak, at least just by squeezing it with the chopsticks, seems to be incredibly tender, like really, really tender. Let's try this. I'm pretty sure I'm not in a steakhouse right now, but this thing tastes like it came from one. Ultra tender pieces of beef, just encased in that beautiful, spicy, peppery sauce. The scallions brings a nice garlicky flavor, and the shallots brings that beautiful, sweet crunch. The sauce is great. It's so peppery. It's like the most peppery pepper beef you ever had in your life. Every bite, like, this is a lot of heat coming from the pepper. It's so good though. It's rich and savory, it's earthy. This is definitely an ultra luxury version of a pepper beef. Definitely a change of flavor from that refreshing duck salad. This beef is so good. I asked for a bowl of rice. I want to get all the scallions and shallots and all that peppery sauce onto the rice. I love this. I think this is a filet. There's not a lot of fat in here. It's just pure tenderness. Definitely the most tender pepper beef I've ever had. So beyond the prefix menu items that I got, this is so incredible. So apparently this restaurant, every day fresh seafood is flown in. And I got a king crab because they cook a king crab 3 different ways. The first, they take the body and they make a Singapore chili crab out of it. Then they take the legs and they make a steamed garlic crab out of it. Then they take the head, the body, the innards, all that good stuff. They make that into a fried rice. So the body is cooked into a Singapore style chili crab and it smells like a Singapore chili crab. Look at how beautiful this is. So it's not just the body, I guess the claws are here as well. And they have some nifty contraptions to help you eat this. Look at this. This will crack the shell of the crab. This thing, you just gotta get messy with it. Just take a chunk of meat out, dunk it back into the sauce. How crazy is this? This is slap me in the face delicious. First of all, fresh king crab. You're not gonna beat how tender and sweet that is. And this chili crab sauce is thick, it's rich, it's tomatoey. And also, it is really spicy. Not in a way that it will at all cover up that awesome flavor of the king crab. The heat is absolutely perfect. It hits you right in the back of your throat. The king crab meat is so delicate and tender. It goes so well with this thick, rich, tomatoey, spicy, umami-filled sauce. One of the best ways I've ever tasted a king crab prepared is this right here. It goes so well with the rice. This is one of the most spectacular king crab dishes ever. It looks good, it tastes even better. Yeah, eating every single drop of the sauce for sure. But a couple more dishes just came to the table. We gotta check this out. This is the legs, and they steamed it with garlic. And if I died and went to food heaven, I wanted to smell like this. So you have the different parts of the legs. Look at this. Garlic sitting on top, beautifully glistening. This preparation, you're tasting so much of that natural, sweet, juicy flavor of the king crab. Look at this. There is so much garlic in here. Again, it's garlicky, but it retains all that wonderful natural sweetness. There's a reason why they call this the king. So the final preparation for this crab, look at this. The crab head is on this plate filled with crab fried rice. So this is a very light looking fried rice. You can see the shreds of crab. There's egg whites in here. And of course, all that innards of the crab is cooked into the fried rice. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be really, really good. So good. There's so much umami in this fried rice. The seasoning is just enough to make the rice flavorful, but at the same time, you can still taste the sweet, delicate crab. In every bite, you'll be able to taste that awesome wok, and as you chew, that wonderful umami flavor from the innards of the crab. It just fills your mouth. Also, every bite, you get that nice pop and crunch from the topiko. It's just masterful how they prepared every single style. The chili crab's delicious, the garlic crab, tender and succulent, the fried rice, absolutely perfect. This just came to the table. This looks so good as well, and it smells so peppercorny. So this is their take on Chongqing spicy chicken, 辣子鸡, and this is bone-in chicken covered in chilies, peppercorn, scallions. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. One of the best versions of this dish I've ever had in my life. I can't believe it's in Las Vegas. This is incredible. Outside perfectly crispy, perfectly seasoned. It's spicy, it's nummy. I actually like that they kept the bone in the chicken. This is a very traditional way of making this dish. Already after one piece, my tongue is tingling from the peppercorn. I feel the heat. This chicken is just so well done. And you can see the inside of the chicken. It's glistening, it's so juicy. Usually this dish, never this juicy. Are so perfect. Every single course here, absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, this is like obviously a very fancy Chinese restaurant, but everything still retains that classic flavor of each dish. It's just mind-blowing. I'm like shocked at everything I'm tasting. It's too good. And for dessert, passion fruit mango ice cream. That's really good ice cream too. This place has definitely exceeded my expectations. For me, this is one of the best high-end Chinese restaurants I think I've ever been to. The duck salad was 10 out of 10 incredible. The king crab is just insane. The Chongqing spicy chicken is good. The steak is good. This is a place I would highly recommend. I didn't eat all day in anticipation for this meal. I think that was a good call. Definitely need to go and walk this off. Food tour continues tomorrow. Good morning, Las Vegas. I wonder what they're gonna build right there. Whoa, this bagel place is packed. Smells really good though. So for breakfast, really just a couple places open. The bagel place and there's a cafe that's open for breakfast and lunch. I got an 18-hour cooked pastrami on an everything bagel. Of course, gotta get it toasted. There's cheese and coleslaw in this. They also have this bagel that can really only belongs in Las Vegas, the baller bagel. It is a caviar bagel for $130. That's 100% a Las Vegas kind of bagel. This thing looks good though. Pastrami looks juicy, bagel looks nice. I love how the seasoning is covered on both sides of the bagel. That's like a telltale sign of a New York bagel. This is delicious. The coleslaw is nice and refreshing. I like the Russian dressing. The bagel is fantastic. Beautifully toasty outside. It's got a nice soft chew on the inside. Look at the fat coursing through the pastrami. It's salty, it's peppery, it's juicy. It's so tender. This is definitely not a cheap bagel sandwich. It's 18 bucks for this, but this is 100% delicious. I kind of wish I got a couple of these sandwiches. I could easily eat two. I think after this, I'm gonna check out that cafe. Actually, my mistake, there's tons of stuff open for breakfast. I think everyone just loves the bagel, that's why the line's so long. So I went downstairs, there's a bakery. I got a biscuit with Canadian bacon scrambled eggs, garlic horseradish aioli on a cheddar biscuit. All right, this sandwich, it's not bad. The biscuit's a little stale. The egg is kind of funky, but it's nice and soft. It is definitely very cheesy. I like the horseradish aioli, but really don't taste much of the Canadian bacon. This is something I've never seen before. This is so cool, look at this. This is a smashed croissant, as they call it, a croissant cookie. And I'm so Asian, I took one look at this and I told him I wanted the matcha one. It's not matcha, it's pistachio. It's a pistachio smashed croissant. It's basically, like, look at this. It's just a croissant smashed paper thin, dipped in pistachio frosting with pieces of pistachio on here. I've never seen something like this before. This thing looks like a giant tortilla chip, but it's a croissant. Oh my God. This is awesome. It tastes exactly like a smashed croissant. It's really, really flaky and airy. Oh yeah. The pistachio part, that's the good part. It's sweet, huge pistachio flavor. I like the crunch of the pistachios on this thing as well. This is innovative, it's fun, it's delicious. This I like a lot. All right, so the sushi place is open and I got 3 hand rolls. It comes in this beautiful box. It looks like a fancy box for chocolates. A little magnetic lock mechanism. It's beautiful. The rolls are in here with chopsticks. There's instructions. There's slots for ginger, wasabi, soy sauce. I got 3 hand rolls. These are hefty hand rolls. This is the salmon. They show you how to unroll it and then roll the rolls yourself. Oh wow, this is good. Crunchy seaweed wrap, tender, melts in your mouth, fatty salmon mixed with a rich, creamy avocado. The sushi rice, delicious, nice vinegary flavor. This is amazing. Next is the scallop. I love how this works. Giant scallop inside, cover in some, looks like some spicy mayo. This is incredible. That's some succulent sweet dissolve on your tongue scallops. It is very spicy. The rice is good and goes so perfectly with the seaweed. This might be the best thing at this food court. And you can mix and match any of the three you want. It's all the same price, whether you get lobster with scallops or tuna or whatever. So of course I'm getting lobster. So this is the lobster one. That's good too. Tender lobster, nice crunch from the cucumbers. Oh, the hand rolls, absolutely amazing. Also, I got a dome. This is a toro dome. Some chopped up toro, some toro sashimi. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful slice of tuna. Bring a little avocado. Scoop up some rice. This thing might be the best deal in this food court. This is $13. So if you don't want to get a big old sandwich, you can get this for a lot cheaper. By the way, I was wrong. The chopped up tuna, that's definitely El Toro. That's some Wagyu of the sea stuff. There's no mistake in that. Also, I think the sashimi is a kami. El Toro and 4 giant slices of a kami for $13 in a rice bowl for the Las Vegas Strip? That's not a bad deal. Usually, if you go to a sushi shop, each piece of tuna probably gonna run you about $4, maybe $5, and definitely $5 for the chopped up El Toro. Also, I think if you want to get into this restaurant in Miami or something, I heard it's pretty difficult to get a reservation, but here, no wait for some legendary sushi. So Miami Slice was the pizza place I went to down in Miami. I think waited at least an hour, maybe 2 for the pizza. And here right now, there's no way. So thought I'd get a couple slices. These are the same slices I got down in Miami. So this is the pepperoni, and you can get it with what they call all the kicks. And they add ricotta, fresh basil, and drizzle hot honey on this. I forgot how much a slice was in Miami, but here, the loaded pizza is 15 bucks. Definitely a pricey slice of pizza. I feel like this tastes better than what I had in Miami. I remember saying it was good, but I would never wait a couple hours again for the slice of pizza. This one, I think this is a better slice of pizza. The crust is absolutely perfect. Melts in your mouth, airy, light, crispy. The sauce is sweet and zesty. The fresh basil absolutely makes a difference. And the creamy ricotta cheese just adds a cloud-like, creamy, subtle sweetness to the pie. This is a really good pizza. Also, I got a mushroom truffle. I mean, this crust looks perfect. It's great, really truffly, very cheesy. Crust is a 10 out of 10. And this is really interesting. So I bought a 3-cheese dipping sauce, and you can dip the pizza into the 3-cheese dipping sauce. Wow, that dipping sauce is loaded. Creamy, very nutty. A lot of Parmesan in here. That's a really good dipping sauce. This is a far better than what I had down in Miami. I think this is it for lunch. Now I'm gonna go do some work, maybe hit the gym a little bit. I'll see you guys for dinner. Okay, dinner tonight is at this restaurant called Washing Potato. Because yesterday I had a little taste of dim sum, made me really miss it. And this place is supposed to have amazing dim sum and Cantonese dishes. And as soon as you walk in, you see them making the dim sum in the open kitchen. And apparently everything is made here, from the dim sum wrappers to the noodles. So got some noodles, got some dim sum, got some barbecue. Like I said, I haven't had dim sum or Cantonese food in a long time. Pretty excited for this. First thing that came to the table is the changfen with yuba, which is the fried tofu skin, and shrimp in the middle. That's awesome. I don't think I've had a changfen with a crispy tofu skin underneath. I've had youtiao, never crispy tofu skin. The crunch is much more subtle and light. This hopefully skin soaks up the soy sauce really easily. The shrimp is plump and sweet. The noodles are very well made. It's delicate, it's chewy. Ah, this is good. All right, so the dim sums have arrived. I'm so excited for this. The soup dumpling looks amazing. It's so immaculately made, and it looks plump and juicy. There is definitely a lot of broth in here. Dunk it in a little bit, take a nibble. This thing is just flooded with soup. Oh, that's good. Nice and porky. Got a lot of fat. As soon as I slurp the soup up, that rich gelatinous-y pork completely coated my lips. This is very rich broth in here. Scoop in some vinegar and chilies. This is awesome. That's a really solid soup dumpling. The filling, of course, nice and juicy, really porky. The skin is thin and light. I just dumped the soup out on the soup dumpling. It's just something I do to see how much soup is in there. It's a whole Chinese soup spoonful of soup in this dumpling. Obviously, I understand the dim sum I'm eating tonight at a hotel. It's gonna be a little more pricey. That's a really good soup dumpling. This is something else I'm excited about. Okay, this looks beautiful. This is a siomai with a giant scallop on top with some tapico on top as well. Oh, this is really good. I don't think I've ever had a siomai with a scallop on top. The scallop is so sweet and contrasts beautifully with that savory pork. Yeah, whoever's making this back there, they know what they're doing. The siomai wrapper, made here as well, I assume, super, super thin, which I love. So you're not really even tasting much of the wrapper, just the pork and the scallop and the crunchy tapico. That's a pretty luxury dim sum item right there. Next is a dumpling stuffed with wild mushrooms. Ooh, I like this. Inside, it's just stuffed with snappy, saucy, earthy mushrooms. I love mushrooms, and there's a lot of mushrooms stuffed in this. One last thing I got, curry squid. Wow, this is good. Super tender squid. It's spicy, it's rich, with some basil that just amplifies this delicious, fragrant curry. My favorite is the soup dumpling. I might like this just as much as the soup dumpling. This is incredible. Dandan noodles, some bok choy, minced meat, and freshly made noodle. All right, let's see how these dandan noodles are. Dandan noodles delicious. It needs a bit more sauce. I think the sauce flavor is incredible. I love how meaty it is, how spicy it is. I just need more of it because right now some of the noodles are not being completely covered by the sauce. Like I said, that sauce is so good. I just wish there was more of it. Oh, actually, maybe it'll go really well with the salted fish greens. This looks so good. It's cooked with black bean sauce, which I love, and salted fish. I like this. It's got a little heat from the jalapenos, a little savoriness and umami from the black bean sauce and the salted fish. Yeah, those will go very well with your noodles. My last dish just showed up. I'm so excited for this. I haven't had this dish in such a long time. Soy sauce chicken, classic Cantonese barbecue. Look at that, giant chunks of chicken. The outside is a beautiful golden brown. Dunk it in that sauce on the bottom. Overall, it's a good plate of chicken. I think the sauce flavor is a little sweeter than I'm used to. Also, the chicken is really, really tender, but this definitely satisfying my soy sauce chicken cravings. I think my favorite things here, again, curry squid, soup dumpling solid, the scallop siomai. I think the dim sum in general, really good traditional flavors. Again, I haven't had dim sum in such a long time, and it's actually pretty difficult to find a place that would serve dim sum for dinner. So if you are ever craving dim sum for an evening meal when you're on the Las Vegas Strip, I think you'll like this place. This is really a late night meal. It's about 10:30 right now. The burger place is still open. I wanted to try this place, so got some chicken tenders with their secret seasoning inside hot honey dipping sauce. Ooh, chicken tender, pretty juicy. It's not the crispiest chicken tenders, but definitely very juicy. Hot honey dipping sauce, delicious. They added a lot of extra heat in this hot honey. Oh, it is spicy. Wow, the spices borderline tastes like ghost peppers. There's a ton of heat in this. That's really nice. I think the dipping sauce is better than the chicken tenders themselves. This is their blackjack burger. So inside a brioche bun, little crispy potato strips with really interesting raclette cheese and truffle aioli on the bottom. Okay, it's not a bad burger. Patty itself tastes very beefy and juicy. I like the crunch of these potatoes. I'm not really getting much of this truffle aioli. It needs a bit of acid to cut through the richness of this, because right now the cheese is rich, the potatoes crispy and rich, the beef patty's definitely rich. Oh, I'm definitely getting some of the truffle sauce now. Everything else is very solid. The patty is solid, the bun's solid, but it really does need something like pickles with ketchup to balance out the richness. All right, found some ketchup. I think this is gonna make a world of difference. Oh yeah, that's exactly what this thing needed. And that is gonna wrap up another food day. Today, pretty much loved everything I had at the promenade, at the food court. The sushi, the pizza, the bagel sandwich was good. Dim sum tonight was delicious. All in all, fantastic food day. All right, eat this, go to bed. See you in the morning. Last meal at this hotel yesterday when I was at Chez Bon Bon, I noticed everybody getting bagel and lox, and there seemed to be a lot of salmon, and yeah, it's true. This is a lot of smoked salmon they give you. I think this is a good call. It's really good smoked salmon, and again, there is a lot of it. I don't know if this bagel is the same bagel as the place I ate at yesterday, but it's really, really good. It's definitely a much more substantial sandwich. Heading home later today, so this will be my last bite of food at this hotel. Overall, there's 36 restaurants in this hotel, and there's still a bunch I haven't got to try yet I really wanted to try, but on this trip, the most impressive restaurant, 100% Chyna Club. That's a place I will go back to time and time and time again. Of course, a lot of the other foods I've had, really good too. I love sliced burrito. The bagel's delicious. The burger's not bad. Dim sum is solid, especially the soup dumplings. But Chyna Club, best salad I've ever had in my life by far. One of the best lasagna, spicy crispy chicken. The pepper beef tastes like it came from a steakhouse. Every single bite of food there was mind-blowing. Oh, and especially the king crab. That place I will put as one of my top recommended places in all of Las Vegas. Definitely pricey, but the food is an absolute grand slam. Also, everyone met so kind and courteous. This is definitely a really, really nice hotel. And as always, all the places I went to listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.